Happy Friday afternoon and welcome into the Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I'm Namath Pitts. We're covering all of your local sports today, finishing the week in a strong way, getting ready for the week that approaches Christmas. So our days will be a little mixed up next week. We'll be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday we'll be off. There'll be no show on Friday, but we'll be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But either way, we're going to talk something that's a little bit surprising today and something that's not a bit surprising, and that is that Scott Peavey was announced as the head coach at Etowah yesterday in Alabama Inaugural High School Sports Awards. Those are two things that were announced. Also, we're going to talk the first ever this year, not the first ever, but the first time this year that they have released the ASWA, Alabama Sports Writers Association, rankings for basketball. And speaking of the basketball rankings, we are going to talk about two teams right here in East Alabama that are top 5 in their respective classes that are going to go head-to-head tonight in a big region game or big area game up at Jacksonville. But we're also going to have more on that on EAN News tonight at 6:30 p.m. I bring you your local sports on EAN News. John Holder has your local weather, and Mike Stedham and Katie Owers bring you your local news. That's every night, 6:30 p.m. on EAN News. But it's been announced that there will be, for the first time ever, the High School Sports Awards that is coming to the state of Alabama. It's the inaugural Alabama High School Sports Award. It is coming in 2024. The Alabama High School Sports Award is one of 22 regional shows across the United States. It is a 9-month student-athlete recognition program that will culminate a red carpet show this upcoming spring. The show will recognize athletes, coaches, and teams across the state of Alabama who played sanctioned AHSA and AISA sports. Nominated athletes will be announced in the Montgomery Advertiser, the Tuscaloosa News, and the Gadsden Times, or on their websites and social media platforms over the course of the athletic year. The show will be held in May, on May 29th at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. Nominated athletes who RSVP will receive a complimentary ticket to the event. Anyone else who wants to attend the event can receive a complimentary ticket thanks to Auburn University at Montgomery. Details on how to obtain a ticket and how to RSVP will be coming soon. During the live show, the nominees will be honored along with the Player of the Year for each 23 recognized sports. The awards showcase will also feature other premier awards for both on and off the field accomplishments of student athletes, coaches, and teams. They will also include a Courage Award, a Coach of the Year, Team of the Year, and the Boys and Girls Athlete of the Year awards. Also, one school from the state of Alabama will receive a $1,000 donation to its school athletic department. So again, more details are coming on this soon, but the inaugural Alabama High School Sports Award will be coming in the year of 2024, which is this upcoming spring. And it's going to be exciting to have this red carpet show to showcase all of the amazing talent in the state of Alabama. Some of that talent's getting ready to compete in the North-South All-Star Game tonight. Some of that talent's getting ready to compete in the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Game tomorrow in football. Some of that talent's getting ready to hit the hardwood floor tonight in that big Jacksonville and White Plains area game. And some of that talent is at Etowah High School, where they announced that they are hiring Scott Peavey as their next head football coach. Now, I talked to Coach Peavey a couple weeks ago. I said, Coach, there's some rumblings out there. Maybe you, Etowah, what you think? He just smiled, shrugged his shoulders, didn't say a whole lot. Didn't expect him to. But the Etowah Blue Devils have found their new head football coach, and his name is Scott Peavey. You see him on the far left right there. That's his amazing family. Coach Scott Peavey, again, announced yesterday as the head coach. He comes from Haralson County, Georgia, where he has spent the past 7 seasons. If you don't know Coach Scott Peavey, he's from this area, graduated from Jacksonville State prior to beginning his career as a football coach. He landed his first head football coaching job at my alma mater, Walter Wellborn. That was back in 1999. That was a year before I was born. And his teams in 3 seasons at Wellborn went 16-16, made the playoffs twice. Coach Scott Peavey then moved to East Georgia, spent 3 seasons as the head coach. He moved east to Georgia, not to East Georgia, but he moved east to Georgia, where he spent 3 seasons as the head coach at Haralson County. In 2005, he returned to Alabama for 1 season as the head coach for Asheville. Now, do y'all want to know something interesting about Asheville Bulldogs football? In the time that Coach Peavey was there, all right, which was only 1 season, but if you look at Asheville up to this point right now, where they're at in terms of making the playoffs and everything else, I believe, I'm double checking my background on this before I say it wrong, but I'm pretty sure the last time that the Asheville Bulldogs have made the playoffs, it was when Coach Scott Peavey was the head coach. Last time they made the playoffs, matter of fact, the last time, well, no, they've only made the last time they had a winning record was back in 2005 under Scott Peavey, but they did have a winning record in 2021 under Shea Monroe. But last time they made the playoffs, Scott Peavey was the head coach. Just an interesting note, last time Asheville made it. 2009, though, Coach Peavey went to Madison County, which is up in the Madison-Huntsville area. He spent 7 seasons there. Peavey is Madison County's currently highest winningest coach of all time with 46 wins, 34 losses. The Tigers earned a playoff berth for the last 4 seasons that he was with the program, the longest such stretch in program history. Also, that run included trips to the semifinals back in 2014 when they were in Class 5A and 2012 when they were Class 4A. Also had a program record 12 wins. Peavey went from Madison Academy to Oxford, spent 1 season at Oxford as an assistant back in 2016. The next season, he went back to Haralson County, where over the next 7 years, he would finish a combined 40 wins, 23 losses. And again, he returns to the state of Alabama to take over the football program at Etowah High School in 2023. Couldn't think of a better person for Etowah than Scott Peavey. I can tell you one thing, if you're an Etowah parent, get ready, because intensity. That's what Scott Peavey is going to bring to this program in winning ways, something that Etowah is familiar with, but has lacked a little bit here recently. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we shared the Alabama High School Coaches Association rankings yesterday for basketball, but then last night they released the Alabama Sports Writer rankings. First one of the year. We have a whole lot more. Don't go away. You're watching The Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
Welcome to Room by Room Home Furnishings, a locally owned and operated furniture store located in Oxford, Alabama. We've been serving Northeast Alabama and the surrounding area since 2007. We offer stylish and affordable new arrivals and all the top trends to help you get a cozy and homey atmosphere with hand-picked home furnishings and decor to fit anybody's style and budget with knowledge, personality, and good vibes. Let Room by Room in Oxford, Alabama help you score amazing deals and turn your house into a home.
Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you The Locker Room each and every day. Ted's Floors and Beyond has all your flooring needs, whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, luxury vinyl. That before you right there at Ted's. You can go by their showroom there in Anniston and you can pick out what you like, want, and need, and they can do that there at Ted's. Also, they've got their partnership with Welburn Cabinet and will offer you a complete kitchen or bath makeover. That includes cabinets, countertops, flooring, backsplashes, tile showers. They can get it done there at Ted's Floors and Beyond. And now they offer you work on your outdoor space, whether it's an outdoor kitchen, patio, or living space. They have specially made outdoor tiles and stones that can enhance your outdoor experience. Go by and see them today at their showroom in Anniston on Highway 431, right before you get to Sachs Elementary School, or visit them online at shopteds.com. That is shopteds.com. Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you The Locker Room. We continue on The Locker Room. We're talking basketball now. We've got the Alabama Sports Writers Association rankings, and 7 defending class champions were picked at number 1 in the first ASWA high school basketball rankings of the season. Defending girl champions that are ranked number 1 are Class 6A Hazel Green, Class 5A Pleasant Grove, Class 4A Prattville Christian, Class 2A Mars Hill Bible, and Class 1A Spring Garden. while boys' top-ranked champions are Class 6A Buckhorn and Class 1A Covenant Christian. Of the 14 AHSA champions from last season, 13 of them are among the rankings. Other defending girl champions are Class 7A Hoover, who's going to come in at number 5, and Class 3A Trinity, who comes in at number 8. The other boys defending champions are Class 7A Hoover, who's at number 2, Class 5A Valley, who is number 2, Class 4A Jacksonville, who's number 4, Class 3A Plainview, who's number 3, and the only 2A defending champion, Aliceville, failed to earn a spot in the rankings. 5 girls are top ranked, or under 5 of the girls' teams that are top ranked are undefeated. Class 6A Hazel Green's 12-0. The Trojans have won a state best 6 straight state championships, while Class 3A Lauderdale County, who's 9-0, has a state best 13 all-time titles. Class 2A Mars Hill Bible, who's 8-0, Class 1A Spring Guard, 9-0, and AISA Sparta Academy are also undefeated top-ranked teams. ASIA Lee Scott is the only boys undefeated team. All right, let's get in the rankings for the girls. Let's start in Class 7A. Number 10 is Foley, 9 is Auburn, 8 Daphne, 7 Hewitt Trustful, 6 Davidson, 5 Hoover, 4 Vestavia Hills, 3 Chelsea, 2 Sparkman, and Bob Jones is the top team. Other teams that received votes were Enterprise, Fairhope, Huntsville, Prattville, and Tuscaloosa Academy. In Class 6A, Hazel Green's number 1 at 12-0, Hillcrest Tuscaloosa's 2, Mortimer Jordan 3, Clay Chalkville 4, Park Crossing 5, Huffman is 6, Hartselle 7, Pike Road 8, Muscle Shoals 9, and Mountain Brook is 10. Other teams that received votes in Class 6A, Briarwood Christian, Homewood, Lee Huntsville, McGill Tulin, Minor, Northridge, Parker, Pell City, and Theodore. No Oxford Yellow Jackets. Class 5A, number 1 is Pleasant Grove, number 2 is Jasper, 3 is Arab, 4 is Gulf Shores, 5 is Southside Gaston. Look at Coach Bowen's team up at number 5. 6 is East Limestone, 7 Sardis, 8 is Moody, still undefeated by the way, Moody is. They've played a couple Calhoun County teams. Number 9, Scottsboro, 10, Selma. Other teams receiving votes was Carroll, Gunnersville. Hey, shout out to Gunnersville, that's my granddad's alma mater. Hey, Granddad, I know you're watching. Go Wildcats. St. Paul's, Winona, and West Point also received votes. In Class 4A, Prattville Christians 1, Good Hopes 2, Anniston's 3, Coach Bullock's team undefeated. Still feel like they're a little low. Come on, ASWA Riders. Number 4 is Deschler, 5 Priceville, 6 Jackson, 7 UMS Wright, 8 Hale County, 9 TR Miller, and 10 St. Michael's. Where's Hanley? Where's Coach Screw's team? They're always a top 10 team in the state. Come on, ASWA Riders. They need to add me to this. All right, others nominated: Asheville, Cherokee County, Dora, Geneva. There's Hanley and Madison County. Class 3A, no local teams in East Alabama, but number 1's Lauderdale County, 2 Clements, 3 Plainview, 4 Susan Moore, 5 St. James, 6 Southside Selma, 7's Midfield, 8's Trinity, 9's Ashford, and 10's Chillersburg. Other receiving votes: Glencoe, New Brockton. Could you imagine going to school named New Brockton? Where you go to school? New Brockton. Providence Christian, Strong, and Monroe County are also other teams that receive votes. Class 2A, Mars Hill Bible's number 1. Or imagine telling somebody you go to Cold Springs. Where you go to school? Cold Springs. Well, they're number 2. They're undefeated. 3 is Decatur Heritage, Lynette's 4, Soligent's 5, Eider 6, Sandrock 7, 8 Abbeville, 9 Francis Marion, 10 Locust Fort. The other teams that receive votes: Cottonwood, Hatton, Horseshoe Bend, North Sand Mountain, Pisgah, and Sampson. Class 1A, Spring Garden Panthers, baby. Ace Austin, number 1. Skylines, number 2. Elba's 3. A.L. Johnson, 4. Marion County, 5. Brilliant. Where you go to school? I go to Brilliant High School. Well, y'all must be brilliant. Well, they're pretty good at basketball. They're 6-3. Number 6 in the state. Shoals Christian, 7. Keith is 8. Where you go to high school? Keith. No, I didn't ask you who runs the school. I asked you what school do you go to. I go to Keith High School. They're number 8. They're 3-3 at number 8. 9 Cedar Bluff, 10 Bell Green, Athens Bible, Georgiana, Kinston, and Leroy all received votes. That's all the girls' rankings for Class 1A through 7A. We're going to go to the boys now. Huntsville is number 1 in 7A. Hoover's 2. Central Phoenix City 3. Austin 5. Austin's 4. Mary Montgomery's 5. There's no local team, so we're going to move on to Class 6A. Now I'm going 5-1. 5's Paul Bryant. No, not the coach at Alabama, the school. 4 is Pinson Valley. 3 Northridge. 2 Mountain Brook, and 1 is Buckhorn. Oxford did not receive any votes to be in the rankings. Class 5A, number 5 is Scottsboro. 4's Jasper. 3's Williamson. 2's Valley, and 1's Fairfield. And Alexandria did receive some votes. They're right outside at number 11. So they're right outside at number 11, and Alexandria almost got in the poll. In Class 4A, Hale County is 1, Escambia County is 2. How about this? Number 3 is White Plains, and number 4 is Jacksonville. Tonight at Jacksonville, it is White Plains number 3 in the state, Jacksonville number 4 in the state, head-to-head. There's not a bigger game in the state of Alabama tonight than White Plains and Jacksonville. 2 ranked teams in Class 4A going head-to-head. 5's Anniston. How about Cherokee County at 7? And then some really good teams right here in East Alabama in our rankings. In Class 3A, we don't have any local teams. Montgomery Academy's 5, Cottage Hill 4, Plainview 3, Midfield 2, Sumter Central 1. Piedmont did receive some votes, and that's about it. Glencoe received some votes as well. In 2A, same thing. We don't have any local teams. Red Bay's 5, GW Long's 4, Collinsville's 3, Decatur Heritage is 2, and Lafayette is 1. We didn't receive any votes. Class 1A, we don't have. We have Spring Garden at 6, Marion County's 5, Pleasant Home 4, Georgiana 3, Florala 2, and Covenant Christian is 1. Nobody else received votes. That's your ASWA rankings. If they were my rankings, I'd have Anniston girls higher. I would put a little more stock in the Anniston girls. I think even number 3 is a little low for them. So also I think Alexandria could get in there at 10 or 9. But anyway, we're going to take a break, but there's some big football games coming up. Obviously, Jacksonville State plays tomorrow, but they're not just college football. There's still high school football happening. The North-South All-Star Game is tonight in Mobile. The Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Game is tomorrow in Mississippi. We'll tell you more about both of those when we come back. You're watching The Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
The Locker Room continues on this Friday afternoon. We told you guys we were going to talk All-Star football. The North-South All-Star football game, the 65th one, took place earlier today. It is wrapping up as we speak right now. The North-South All-Star game. Currently, it's been the South that has dominated here recently since the game moved to Mobile. We'll talk more about that and the results of that game come Monday. But a game that's getting ready to be played tomorrow is the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game. This is one of the biggest games of the year, and it features some of the best players in the state of Alabama and some of the best players in the state of Mississippi. Now, one thing that's really been impressive about the Alabama team in practices this week has been the speed. We've got some pictures of the Alabama team getting ready, getting prepared for the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Classic game that's going to be played in Mississippi. You see them right there. There's head coach of the Alabama team this year, Ben Blackman, who's the head coach down in South Alabama of Enterprise, a longtime winning coach at Spanish Fort. But the Alabama's all-star coaches, like Coach Blackman, have tried to caution this year's team about just the speed of this game that they're about to play. But after 4 very solid practice sessions, Ben Blackman of Enterprise has been very impressed by his team because of their speed. The 40-member Alabama All-Star squad has worked hard all week preparing for tomorrow's 37th annual Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Football Classic. It'll be played at Carlisle Field, Roberts Stadium, on the campus of the University of Southern Mississippi. Kickoff is at noon. Now, the key for success is to keep that energy focused on the job at hand. Alabama's All-Stars come in with a 25-11 edge in the series, which was first played in Mobile's Ladd Peoples Stadium back in 1988. Alabama's also riding a 3-game winning streak with a 14-10 win over Mississippi at Hancock Whitney Stadium in Mobile last year, which was a rare 20-0 shutout win. Back in 2021 at Hattiesburg, a 19-7 victory over Mississippi in the final game of the series played at Montgomery's Crampton Bowl back in 2020. Mississippi had won the 3 previous years before that, with 2 wins coming at Hattiesburg and 1 at Montgomery. But this year's game is going to be played in Mississippi, where the first, I got to say, I love where they play at the University of Southern Miss. I think it's a great place. I think Hancock Whitney down in Mobile is a great place, 2 great stadiums. But the first 31 games of this, believe it or not, were played in Mobile, 1988 to 2010. Then they were played at the Crampton Bowl from 2011 to 2014. Mississippi never hosted the first game in Mississippi until 2015, and they actually hold a 3-1 edge when playing in the state of Mississippi. Alabama is 24-8 in games played in the state of Alabama. Now, the Alabama team is pretty fast, especially on defense. Their inside linebackers are Bradley Shaw of Hoover, Tyler Hicks of Thompson, and Quentin Reese, QB Reese, committed to Alabama, who is from Ramsey. They are picking things up pretty well and are really long on the ends. The defensive ends include Kavion Henderson of Leeds, Jamison Curtis of Saraland, Cameron Pruitt of Theodore, Jamari Payne of Lochapoka, and then you've even got B.B. Comer, running back Kamor Harris, who's also a strong inside linebacker who will likely play that position at the University of Memphis next year. Now, Alabama's secondary features 2 Alabama commits/signees because they're going to be on the campus early, and they give the defense a lot of talent. And Alabama's secondary has given the offense plenty to ponder with in practice this week because you've got Alabama-bound Dre Kirkpatrick of Gadsden City, right here local. You've got Jalen Mbakwe of Clay Chalkville. You got Keon Dunlap of Enterprise, Jaden J. Money Lewis right here of Anniston, and Traveris Banks of Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa, and Xavier Johnson of Muscle Shoals. So a lot of speed, especially defensively for the state of Alabama's team. And again, the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Game is going to be tomorrow. It'll be streamed over the NFHS network, shown over the AHSA TV networks, and broadcasted over the AHSA radio network. The Alabama-Mississippi teams will have 1 workout left this evening and then a parents' players banquet tonight. So good luck to the state of Alabama and that team, and the state of Alabama team as they are in Mississippi to play in the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Game. We'll have more on the North-South All-Star Game on Monday, maybe Tuesday, depends. We've got, again, the region ratification, so we're going to talk a lot about new teams, new regions, all that stuff on Monday. So we'll have that to you either Monday or Tuesday. But either way, that is going to do it. I got to go, guys. It's the weekend. That means school's out for the summer. Not really, but it means my day's done. So other than that, I hope you all have a marvelous weekend. God bless, stay warm, and we'll see you right back here Monday at 5 p.m. on The Locker Room, presented by Tets, Floors and Beyond.